And we're live. Hello, hello, Red Platform. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I can't think. My brain is so tired and mush. I don't have enough blood to pump through my whole body. I get tired so easily because I lost a quarter of my blood, so I feel like my body needs more time to produce enough oxygen. I swear I can say words. I swear. Hi, Hisky. Welcome in. How are you today? Hold on. Let me pop out the chat so I can keep track of both chats. Here we go. Now I can see both chats. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me fix things. Okay. Yeah, hi, Red Platform users. How are you guys today? Oh, okay. TikTok gonna post lots of cats videos. Yo, maybe I should post a lot of cat videos of my cats. Hi, CVM. How are you? Hi, Yukari. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good holiday. You're exercising? Oh, okay. Should I say stuff to make you angry to make your exercise better? Or what? Or are you trying to do a chill exercise? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. She's trying to keep that booty from reaching the floor. Oh my God. She's not that old. That's wild. I can't believe you said that, Cuchillo. Girl, I already had a terrible day. I'm about to go eat Chinese. You just exercised. The fuck? You're gonna eat Chinese food after exercising? You're just gonna ruin all your exercise. You know what? Sometimes you do need some good junk food. I got ice cream yesterday. I ate half a pint of Ben and Jerry's like a fat fuck, and I don't regret it. I love it. So for you people that eat half a pint at a time, I'm with you. I totally get it. I know why you do it. It's delicious. Get that soul food in you. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't talk about my vacation. Do you guys want to hear about my vacation before we start playing the game? Maybe I should change my category to just chatting. Hold on. Just chatting. Okay. Buckle up, chat. I don't have that many pictures. Yeah, it does involve her. That's so true. It does involve you. That's right, because you were there for part of it. I didn't take a lot of pictures though. Let me open Discord. I'm gonna open Discord and let me see if I could show you guys because I posted pictures on here. You know what I should do? I should connect my phone so I could show you guys some pictures that I took. And just I don't know, crop out the faces or something. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up. I think most of the people in my Discord already know basically what I did because I would post random updates and pictures from time to time. Oh no, can't reach device. Why can't you reach my device? Reach my device. No. Oh. Okay, well, it's not working. So we're just going to have to go through the 5 pictures that are on my Discord. So yeah. I'm looking at old photos I see of like Fozzie and I when I was like happier, had all my blood and more fit. And not tired all the time. Okay, so hold on, guys. Where did I put half these pictures? I gotta like queue up all the pictures so you guys can see them. Let me queue up the pictures. I'm sorry. It's gonna take a minute. Open link. Yes. Open link. Yes, please. And then I'm going to go here. And then I'm gonna open link. Yeah. So that way you guys can just see the pictures. And I could just talk about it all at once. Oh God, you guys are gonna have to see my cursed hospital food that I ate like a quarter of. Also, I can't see chat right now, so I'm sorry if you're telling me something because I can't see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's all the pictures I have on there. All the pictures I have on here. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see if I could post more pictures on the Discord so I could just open it, the link that way, so you guys can see. There's some places I didn't take a picture at because I was just like, I don't know. I was just in the moment and I just didn't think to take a picture. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna see. Hold on. Let me disconnect my phone because it won't let me upload my pictures that way. So I'm just gonna put them all on Discord and you guys are gonna like it. You guys have no choice. I should have done this ahead of time, but I didn't think about it because I'm like, oh, well, I don't think they want to hear about my vacation, or I didn't really think about talking about my vacation, but now I'm just like, oh yeah, maybe they do want to hear about my vacation and, you know, what I did because I was gone for quite a long time. You could see my hand in this one. But yeah, Fozzie took a picture of me at the hospital. I took a video of like manatees as well because we went fishing one day. I went fishing with my dad and my sister. Wow, I really didn't take like any pictures at all. I think maybe Fozzie took pictures, but I didn't take any at all. I took like no pictures whatsoever. Okay. Okay, let me cue these up then. Open link. Open link. Oh. Cancel. Open link. Open link. Okay. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. Oh my god. Come on. No, that's not what I wanted. God damn you. There we go. Okay. Let me show you guys on OBS. There we go. Now you guys could see everything. Let's see. I don't know how to make it smaller, to be honest. Oh, I like how the floof is just there. That makes me laugh. Okay. Here we go. Are they protected in whatever state you are? Like in Florida? Yeah. So I guess I could tell you guys where I went now. I did go to Florida and I went to spend time with my family. And why are these pictures so huge? How do I zoom out? Jesus Christ. These pictures are fucking huge. Okay, there we go. All right. So, sit further from the monitor and it'll be so. Okay, got it. So, we went to Florida. By we, I meant Fozzie and I. I went first for a little bit. My parents bought my ticket as a Christmas present, and so I stayed with my family, and we kind of just hung out for for a week, and then Fozzie came Christmas Eve. He flew in. He had to buy his own ticket, unfortunately. He's like, "How come they didn't buy my ticket?" as like a joke, and I was like, "Oh, that's true. You are technically their adopted child now, so I'll make a fuss about it next time for Christmas." But he flew in Christmas Eve, and then Fozzie's parents also came and spent time with my family as well. They flew in Christmas Day. So she goes on to no, I went places. We already paid for your ticket, so you got no more. Yeah, literally, that's how it went, CBM. But so I went to Florida. I guess I won't say exactly where I went, but I will say that I went to where I was close enough to where I was able to invite Fangirl over and to hang out with me and my family. She came over on Christmas Eve. I didn't take any pictures. I didn't think about it at all. So everything terrible. Everyone decided to vacation in Florida. I avoided going to the part where Fangirl was because that was like very touristy and like full of people, and I just want to be outside touching grass and also just like I don't know, just like away from people. So I stayed closer to the coast, you know, because it wasn't that far from where I was staying. Hello. Hi, Greggy. Welcome in, Raiders.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Thank you for the reminder to hydrate. I was gonna say dehydrate. I'm like, wait. No, I meant the opposite. Thank you for the reminder to hydrate. Hi, Arthur. Welcome in. I was watching Thousand Boy earlier. He was playing some Hollow Knight game. I don't know what game it was, but it looked hard. And it was definitely something that I could not play. So you were playing like what, Hollow Knight, and then you started playing Mario Kart World with some of the viewers in your chat. So you think you have way too much confidence in me. But thank you. Yeah, no, I already did it. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. It's okay. Best mod, I know, right? I was just yapping to my chat about my vacation. Pre-injury, pre internal bleeding. I pulled up like a bunch of pictures that I took. Oh wait, they're all like in a weird order. They're not in the right order, but yeah. Um oh, this is the last. That's when I left. Okay. So, I didn't take very many pictures. I'm not going to lie. And then I was like, yes, they're in the left order. Yes, exactly, Scode. We're literally on the first picture. Yeah, cuz I yap a lot. But I was saying that I stayed in Florida. I went to visit my family. My parents bought my ticket as a Christmas present, right? And I met up with Fangirl. And we met up with another friend that lives in Florida now. I don't want to mention their name because I didn't get permission. So I don't want to, I'm not going to go ahead and mention their name. But it was the three of us decided to meet up. And the friend that lives in Florida stayed with me and my family for like 2 days before we met up with Fangirl. So the day that they drove up from where they live, they it was my sister's birthday. So they got like a full like oxtail dinner, and like I made salted caramel cheesecake and brave soul what for them to stay with my family. He didn't want to leave. I think he had a really good time, to be honest. And so he got like VIP treatment, you know, because of my family. That's how my family is. They'll like, if you come over, they'll spoil you. And like my dad was so excited because he's like usually in a house full of women, because I only have one other sister, so it's usually me, my sister, and my mom, and then my dad. So he's usually around like a bunch of women, and I think he gets sick of being around women all the time. That when another guy comes in, if I bring a guy friend in, even if they're like, you know, feminine, he'll still be excited because he's like, oh my God, a guy. I can finally hang out with another guy. After Dat Bish and Greg, yeah. Holly was also introduced to my family. This is my immediate family that they got introduced to. So yeah, 25 stream streak, DH. That's wild. Thank you so much for watching me 25 times. You're truly a dedicated Darth hater. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure we're driving him crazy. Yeah, I know. Did you hear about the accident that happened in I-5 North in St. Johns County? No, I didn't hear about that. That's crazy. DHB botting. So rude. Well, he works from home and he works on his computer because he's like a software engineer. So I'm guessing that's how he's able to save all his streaks. He just lurks while he was working. Yeah, I feel like I-95 always has bad accidents between like Jacksonville and like Orlando area for some reason. And I feel like you know that interstate that goes from Tampa to like Orlando area? What's it called? The Die 4. That one is the worst fucking interstate ever. That is a terrible interstate. Hi, Pew Pew. I'm just yapping about Florida right now. Um, well, anyways, I was staying with family, right? This is the backyard. Of course, I couldn't get a better picture because I didn't want you guys to figure out where they live, you know, just for safety reasons. I'm not saying that you guys are crazy, but you never know, right? So this is my view for most of the time. I would wake up. My mom would always make us breakfast, and let me show you an example. Wait, where's an example? This is an example of my breakfast. This was like a day where there wasn't as much to eat because my mom didn't feel like cooking that much. So she made these. These are refried beans, the ones on the bottom. Refried beans, black refried beans. And this white stuff is queso fresco. It's like this like white crumbly cheese. I think it's made from cow's milk. And then I had a croissant. And then my mom made like scrambled eggs with tomato. And we had leftover fried plantains from when Fangirl brought. She brought us like a shit ton of food. And so that's what I had for breakfast that day. I forgot to take a picture of the tamales that my mom made because we also had those for breakfast. Oh God, that was my hospital food. But anyways. Oh, thank you, DH. I appreciate it. So it was so fucking cold when I left where I live now. It was fucking freezing and there was like a bunch of ice and snow everywhere. And so I got in to Florida and it was like, I kid you not, like mid 70s to like, I think the highest it ever got was 80 and there was like absolutely no humidity. You didn't get to eat them because you never picked them up, fangirl. You should have picked them up. That was your own fault. You didn't come to pick them up. But anyways, the that first week I didn't really do a lot. I kind of just hung out and like, you know, took my mom to do errands and I would just hang out in a hammock and take naps. I took a nap out here in the hammock. There was like a beautiful breeze. There was absolutely no humidity. And oh my God, let me tell you. So, as we were leaving for the airport from home, like when Fozzie went to drop me off to the airport so I could fly to Florida, I hit my head so fucking hard on the trunk of the car. I had like a huge welt on my forehead and like I was stressing cuz I was like worried that I was going to be late for the flight cuz I didn't know how long it was going to take to check in and do security and like I was in pain and I had like a whole anxiety attack on the way to the fucking airport. Oh my God. Cuz Fozzie opened the trunk, right? And like he pressed the button to open the trunk and sometimes it doesn't open all the way. So I think he was like, "Oh, I'm going to be helpful. Let me open the trunk more." But like I didn't know he was opening the trunk all the way while I was bending down to get something out of the trunk and he accidentally hit me in the head and he's like, I don't know, he's like yelling something in the background. I know you didn't do it on purpose, okay? So he hit me in the head really hard with the trunk and I had like a huge fucking welt on my fucking forehead. So he was like taking me to the airport. I was like anxious as fuck trying to make sure we got there in time. And then And then I was like fucking crying on the way to the airport because I was in so much pain, but I was also having really bad anxiety. And then when I got to the fucking airport, like by the time I got to the airport, I was just like, I was like, I don't want to cry in public. That's weird. So I was like drying up my tears. My eyes are probably like bloodshot red. I had my sunglasses on and I check in and I checked in my luggage and I gave them my luggage. And like I literally looked like I was in a fucking fight. I looked like I was in a fucking fight. Like I literally was in a fight before I fucking got to the airport. Cause like I had like a scratch on my arm too, and I think it was from the cats accidentally scratching me or like me scratching myself in the sleep or something. And um I was like, my eyes are all puffy and red and like teary. And then I had this fucking giant welt on my fucking forehead and I had my fucking sunglasses on and I went to go get it in line for the fucking TSA. There was absolutely nobody in line. There was like two people in front of me. It took like literally 5 minutes. So look, I know you didn't do it on purpose, okay, Fozzie. I know you didn't do it on purpose. I'm just saying. Anyways, yes, sunglasses because I have prescription sunglasses and I have cuz I wear glasses all the time cuz I'm fucking blind. So and I'm too cheap to buy contacts. So I had prescription sunglasses on when I was in the fucking airport and like nobody fucking said anything to me, but I saw so many people just like looking at me like just staring at me. Like I feel like they wanted to ask if everything was okay, but they were too scared to do so. So yeah, so on the way to Florida, I just looked fucking crazy. Cuz I looked like I was in a fight. Hi Wee. Hi Pancake. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, so I looked like I got into a fight. I finally got to the fucking airport and I sat in my flight and like I started to get a headache. I just had a headache the whole fucking day. And then I looked in the mirror to look at my eyes to make sure they weren't like dilated, to make sure I didn't have like a concussion or something. Didn't seem like I had one, but I also didn't do like a thorough check. I kind of just was like looked at my pupils and then I just had this little welt on my fucking forehead and then I was just like, "Oh, okay. I'm fine." Been busy grinding life. Got a surprise visit from DG for Christmas and working on getting myself into rental property. Oh, nice. That's so nice. I'm glad you were able to spend Christmas together. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do feel a lot better today. I don't have to take like deep breaths when I talk now. It's a lot better. I can breathe normal now. I feel like before I was just like taking a deep breath like every few words and like just struggling to do a lot of stuff because I didn't have the energy. I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better. Thank you so much. So, yeah, so I got to the airport. My dad picks me up. And then he's like, "Oh, I need you to take me to work because I have to go back to work. I'm on my break." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay. So then I take him to work and then he's like, here, go get yourself some Chick-fil-A or something." You see like $20. And then he's like, "Oh, I need you to pick up your sister from the airport, by the way. She gets there in like an hour." Okay. So I have like a huge fucking headache. I still think my eyes are like bloodshot and like I'm wearing my sunglasses and like so I drive over to Chick-fil-A cuz I guess there was one down the road from where my dad worked and Yeah, so I got my Chick-fil-A. I'm sitting in the car eating with like a huge headache. I like was talking to Fozzie, like telling him I still have a huge headache from when I bonked my head on the trunk. I'm fucking tired. I just want to go to sleep. I'm so tired right now. And then my dad's like, "Wait, where's my food? I thought you were going to bring me food. I'm about to have my dinner break." And I'm like, "What the fuck, Dad? You didn't tell me shit." So I just had to get back and mind you, I ordered a whole fucking meal. I have to get back in line at Chick-fil-A, and I ordered him a sandwich. I just look like a fat fuck, like getting back in line because the same exact lady that took my order the first time took my order the second time. So I just look like a fat ass, and I'm like over explaining myself. I was like, I swear, I forgot to order something last time. I swear, I'm not fat. I promise. I don't know why I have the need to explain myself. Like it shouldn't matter. But still, yeah. I got like a chicken sandwich from my dad, and then I had to like race over back to where he worked. And then it was $20, woman of course. Yeah, I know, right? So I went back and I met up with my dad and sat with him for like 15, 20 minutes. And then he didn't ask me for anything to drink or anything like that. So I'm fat, so no fat shaming. Okay. I'm also overweight, but I don't know. I make jokes about myself being overweight, but I really don't. I don't judge people for being overweight. You have your own reasons, you know. Like people have emotional reasons as to why, like, you know, they have trouble like losing weight, or, you know, they have genetic reasons, health issues. It's not my fucking business. I don't care. If I have friends that are overweight, of course I want them to just feel good about themselves and be healthy. That's all I care about. But if they're overweight, I'm not going to be bothering them about their weight. I don't fucking care. I'm not the healthiest motherfucker ever, so I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Get that extra sandwich. Gotta stay thick. Oh my god. I'm just big bone. Okay, Zeshrit. Good for you. Fucking Pally. Nah, girl, get that extra sandwich. Gotta stay thick. So yeah, I thick thighs save lives. I've been told. Oh yeah, I have heard that before. I don't really have thick thighs though. I don't know. It's weird because like my limbs are so skinny, but like the core part of me is not skinny. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, so yeah. So that was like a chaotic travel day when I got to Florida. So I just had like lunch with my dad. He didn't say he wanted a drink, but I ordered him a large water anyways. And then he's like, "Oh, I didn't order a drink." And I'm like, "Yes, I know, Dad. Here you go. Take this drink because I know you're gonna fucking ask me for one." And then after that, my sister's flight landed like 30 minutes fucking early. So then, thankfully, because I was still in the area of the airport, because my dad works really close by, I drove back over and I picked up my sister, and I told her what happened, and she laughed at me. She fucking literally laughed at me when I told her what happened, like how I hit my head so fucking hard, and I still have a headache. And then and I'm like, "Bro, it's not funny. It's not funny. I could have had a concussion. I probably have a concussion. I don't fucking know. You don't better go get another sandwich." No, I have to do squats and stuff to stay like thick on the bottom, you know? Like I I I feel like nothing on my body looks good unless I make sure I'm toned, you know. I got to make sure that I work out somewhat regularly to make sure I have like a shape that I like. At least I will say that. But anyways, so yeah, so then I pick up my fucking sister after she laughed at me, telling me like, "Oh, that's so fucking funny." And I'm like, "Bitch, I have a headache. I could have a fucking concussion." And then I drove us home. And then I just fucking died. Like I didn't unpack. I didn't do anything. My mom was like, "Oh, I made food for you guys." My mom made enchiladas or like tostadas, which is like I also forgot to take a picture of that, but she like fried some tortillas to make like a hard shell tortilla. And then what you do is like you layer a bunch of random stuff on it, like lettuce, you have like pickled beets with onions, you have queso fresco, and then you have like a salsa that they make as well. I fucking forgot what it's called. Recaldo, I think it's called. It's like a red salsa. So you put that on there, and then also eggs. The stories I forget to take. Yes, exactly. Need to get back in my routine and get toned. I was doing yoga, but then I bailed on it. Yeah, I know how that is. It's really hard to get back. It's really hard to get back. But, you know, it's okay. Don't worry. Give yourself some grace. Don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up. Just try to do it, you know? Just be like, I want to do this because it makes me feel better at the end of the day. So don't like be like, "Oh, you're lazy" or anything like that. Just make sure you spin it positively, cuz then you're going to want to make yourself do it, cuz you're like, "Oh, I really like feeling that way. I feel like I feel healthier. I feel like I have more energy when I work out." That's the way you stay consistent, not like trying to shame yourself. That's the way you don't stay consistent. I'm just saying. She's painting us pictures with her words. Yeah. Enchiladas sound great. Yeah, they are good. Yeah, my mom's a good cook. She's a really good cook. Uh, I didn't inherit that skill. Like, I don't think I'm a bad cook. Like, if I follow a recipe, I think it usually turns out pretty well. It's just the whole like I don't like cooking thing that, you know, that doesn't help. Oh my god, someone's calling me. Fuck you, telemarketers. Okay, anyways, this fucking telemarketer keeps calling me. No matter how many times I block their number, they just spoof a different number. It's so annoying. Um, the butt gets firming, you know, the good thing. Also, she's like 3 feet tall, so. What the fuck do you mean I'm 3 feet? Bitch, I'm 5'2". I don't know who the fuck you were talking to. Okay. Anyways, what about baking? Yes, I bake. I like to bake. My mom's also obsessed with the same chocolate chip cookies that Fozzie is obsessed with, even though it's just a recipe I got online. so she, so like the third day I was there, we went shopping for food. Um, so like honestly, the almost every other day we went shopping for stuff. So I will fucking, I will fucking ban my own mod. I don't fucking care, fangirl. Stop spreading fucking lies. Quit with the fucking fake news. God damn it. So, anyways, um, so yeah, we went shopping a lot for like food and like, making sure we have presents and shit. And then I got there like a Thursday or something, and then like by Sunday it was my sister's birthday. So like I spent all day making a fucking cheesecake. God, the fucking caramel for the cheesecake was a fucking nightmare. I spent so long trying to get it to caramelize, and it turns out because my parents' stove is so fucking old, it doesn't get as hot as it says it is. I have to like turn it up a little bit more, and then it finally started simmering and then turning into caramel. It literally took like 2.5 fucking hours for something that should have taken like 30-40 minutes. That was wild. But yes, but it still turned out good. I still made a cheesecake. I found this recipe online randomly, and I just asked my sister like, what kind of cake do you want? Because if it was like an actual cake, I was just going to order it, but I can make other stuff. She said she wanted cheesecake, and I'm like, okay, those are pretty easy to make. I can make that. So then I got this recipe online, and I substituted a few things. Like instead of a graham cracker crust, I used Biscoff. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. Oh, actually, instead of gingerbread, it was asking me for ginger snaps. I thought Biscoff was a better alternative because it tastes better. Yes, Lotus. That's it. That's the same thing, Zeshret. Yes. Um, Here, let me see if I could bring up a picture of it. Hold on. Biscoff. Biscoff. Images. Yes, Lotus Biscoff. It's this thing. I had to make this bigger. Biscoff. These things. So I made the this is kind of like, mine was not as pretty. There's no way I didn't know how to make it that pretty. But I made a cheesecake like this. It was just caramel, salted caramel on top, and then I had Biscoff as the crust. So I made that for my sister's birthday. I had my dad go buy candles, and then he got like this really shitty banner that I had to like duct tape to the wall. Well, I used like painter's tape so it wouldn't like mess up the wall paint, but it like fell off after like an hour of being up there. So yeah, so we did that. And then, our friend drove up from where they live to stay with us for the night. So we had oxtail for dinner, and then like jasmine rice as a side. And then we had the salted caramel cheesecake for dessert. And then the next day, Fangirl came over and we went to the beach because the three of us were supposed to hang out. Our friend Fangirl and I were supposed to hang out. So we went to the beach, and then we brought my sister and my mom because they didn't have anything to do. So they didn't have any plans or anything. So, and we only had one car that we had to share because my dad took the other one to work because they have two cars. So then my parents let me borrow the other car. So then we all went together as a group to the beach. And I think we went so fucking late in the day. Like, it took so long to get there that, like, by the time we got there, it was, like, cloudy. But it was still nice and warm. It was still, like, the high 70s. And there was, like, a nice cool breeze. And, like, the water was cold, but not intolerable, you know? So, yeah. Fangirl went walking on the beach because she didn't want to go swimming. She went walking with my mom down the beach. So the beach that we go to is like a national seashore. This is the one that my family goes to most often, right? So the north end of the national seashore there's a nudist beach. So if you go past a certain point, you end up at the nudist beach. And there's like big ass signs that tell you, on the way in that, you can end up at the nudist beach. So, so then we made sure that we did not go to the nudist beach. They closed that part off they closed the road to get up there off, thankfully. So we parked. But we did park at like the furthest parking lot that we could park because there was no people there. There was a lot less people, a lot less cars. So that way we can enjoy the beach and feel like we're in our own little world. There's no one to bother us, you know. Um so yes. I didn't tell you because I thought you saw the fucking signs. There's big fucking signs that says nudist beach after boardwalk number 15 or something like that. So so yeah, she went walking with my mom up the beach going north. And I thought they were just gonna go like a certain point and turn around to make sure they don't run into the nudist beach. Like my mom already knows there's a nudist beach there because, like, you know, we've been there plenty of times, right? We've been to this area plenty of times, so we know not to go past a certain point because we don't want to see balls, right? So she went up there with my mom and she saw this guy. She's like, I saw this guy riding his bike and like he was waving to us, and then he went to go get off his bike, and all I saw was one giant swinging dong. And she would like really put a lot of like detail into like how big it was and everything. I was not ready for that. And like, you know, my sister, our friend, and like I were still like we will hung out at the beach. We were just in the water and, you know, hanging out. And they were having this traumatizing moment. My mom and fangirl, and they just like they came back and she was just like, guys, 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 I just had to cover your mom's fucking eyes and shuffle her and turn her around like a little kid because all I saw was one giant swinging dong with this man who's coming off a bike. And like apparently they also saw like some guy that was like totally nude, and he was there with his like fully clothed friend who was like in totally covered, and they were like waving at them and trying to make conversation with them while one of them is like butt ass naked. Like that's so awkward. so so yeah, that was a pretty funny moment. But we had a good time regardless. And then on the way back, fangirl was craving meat, no surprise. So we stopped at a Publix, you know, the famous Florida grocery store. I fucking love Publix. I miss Publix so much. And just another casual conversation, naked. You know, they're nudists. They're used to it. They like, that's how they feel comfortable. They like having their shit out. Did she stare? Who? Fangirl? I'm pretty sure she did. But yeah, now Old Timer is like writing notes. He's like, I'm gonna make sure I find out what beach that is. I gotta go visit next time I'm down in Florida. Next time I come to the US, I have to go to Florida, and I had to go visit that specific beach. It was all she was looking at. I was craving steak. So fangirl literally saw this like man that was casually riding his bike butt ass naked. She saw his meat, and then immediately after we were leaving, she's like, man, I really want some meat. I'm craving steak so bad. And then and then we had to stop at the store on the way back, and she bought so much fucking meat. She bought like hamburger meat, and then she bought herself a steak because she's like, I'm gonna eat steak no matter what. I'm craving meat. So then we got back, and then we just made hamburgers. We ate the rest of the leftover cheesecake. Um I think the issue with the cheesecake was that it didn't set in time for when we had dinner, so we had to eat it like super late. So then we just didn't sing happy birthday until Monday to my sister, because then, you know, the cheesecake was set and like we could eat the rest of it. And I don't know what happened, but we sang happy birthday to my sister and it sounded so fucking bad. Like Fangirl was like, "You guys aren't gonna sing happy birthday to her," and she didn't fucking sing happy birthday, because I would have known if she did, because she's the fucking loudest person there. She didn't even do it. She didn't sing happy birthday. I was so disappointed. So it was just me and my friend, and then my mom singing happy birthday. But like my mom has a really thick accent sometimes when she sings, like says certain things. So she was singing happy birthday with a really thick Spanish accent. And then and then we blew out my sister's candles. We ate the cheesecake, and then Fangirl was like, "Okay, I forgive you for everything that you've done because you make a really good cheesecake." And I don't know what kind of sins I have committed against her, but apparently a lot. So now I have to make cheesecake to make her feel better. I'm not loud and okay. Okay. I think you So I think the thing is that Fangirl doesn't think she's being loud in person, but she's Puerto Rican. It's just like in your blood, you know? Like that's just how you talk. That's the volume that's natural to you, you know? Gamer Fangirl was craving the meat and then the cake. Yes, exactly. She overcompensation since she couldn't have the other meat. She needed meat in her. Oh my god, Guccio, why? Holy shit. I regret reading that out loud. Anyways, so that was like the whole weekend was very eventful. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the day after I flew in, my dad made us wake up. Um so my dad gets off work at like 2 a.m., right? So we used the car that he took to get to work. I used it to pick up my sister, and he used it to pick up me, and so like he was stuck without a car. So we literally had to wake up at 2 a.m. Like my mom woke up too, and we all got in the car to annoy my dad and pick him up from work. Um and then he made us stay up after he got off work to watch TV with him. Like he wanted to watch a movie together. He made us stay up with him to watch a movie. And then the next day he's like, "Let's go fishing tomorrow. Let's go fishing." And then he woke my ass up at 6 a.m. to go fishing. Like he slept 2.5 hours and was like, "Let's go fishing. I need to go fishing. We're in Florida. I haven't gone fishing in like months." So I woke up at like 6 a.m. to go fishing. And then my sister was like, "The cheesecake recipe? Yeah, I can share it. Let me see. I have to find it though. Hold on. I sent it to my sister, so I feel like I can look it up in my text messages and I can send it to the Discord. Um and then I'll post it in the chat too. Hold on a second. Hold on. But we went fishing with my dad, so it was just me, my sister, and my dad. And like my sister and my dad were just like complaining and arguing the whole time, you know, as usual. And then my sister was like telling me that I'm being a jerk. And then I'm like, "Bro, I'm just existing. I'm just trying to fish, okay? I had like a shitty day yesterday. I'm fucking tired. Don't start shit with me." Um and then like I didn't catch really any. I kept catching puffer fish. That's what I kept catching. And then like that's it. I just got puffer fish the whole time. Hold on guys. I got a Discord. Discord. I got to get the thingy. Here are pictures of the accident I-95 that happened yesterday. Holy
Drink
shit.
water, you dehydrated bitch.
Well, I'm not going to show that on stream because that is fucking crazy. I hope no one died. That looks really crazy. Here, I'll show you guys the recipe that I made. So I changed a few things. I used a different recipe for the caramel. I didn't use the recipe that it gave me for caramel. I used one from Serious Eats. So when I bake, I look at a recipe and then I'm like, nah, I need to make something else. Like I need to change a few things. So I change a few things. So this is the recipe I made for the caramel sauce. This is the caramel sauce recipe. No one died in the act. Oh, thank God. Okay. That's good. That's good to hear. That because that looks fucking crazy. Like shit is on fire. There's cabbages everywhere. It's insane. There's like a car that's like fully destroyed. So I also posted it in the stream related chat on Discord if you guys want to see that as well. So the only substitutions for the recipe is like I used Biscoff for the crust instead of ginger snap, and then I used the Serious Eats caramel sauce recipe. So that's it. That's all I changed. Also, oh, I know. Also, I didn't have heavy whipping cream because I forgot to buy that. So I used half and half. I used half and half for my caramel sauce. And that's probably why it took so fucking long to to caramelize. But yeah, so here's the picture. This is the picture that my dad caught a scorpion fish, and this is a really bad picture. But he caught a scorpion fish, and like it was it's like one of the most poisonous fish that you can catch. So he caught one of these. He caught a puffer fish. I caught like 2 puffer fish. My sister is the only one that caught like normal fish. Here, let me show you guys this thing. So this is like basically what my dad caught is like this thing right here. Wow, this is like what is this, a fucking picture for ants? What is this shit? It's so tiny. So it's like this guy right here is what my dad caught. Like the one in Florida. Like they're really aggressive. And it was like really hard to get them off the line. So yeah. Yeah, so that's what my dad caught. I think they're the same thing. Lionfish and scorpionfish. Are they not the same thing? I don't know. But yeah, so we caught that, and then we didn't really catch anything else. We didn't catch shit. So my dad just went to the fish market on the way home. And because he was sad that he didn't catch fish. Because normally my dad would catch fish. I don't like cooked fish, to be honest. So he made ceviche. He usually makes ceviche with the fish, which is technically only cooked with like lemon and it's added with like kind of like a pico de gallo kind of thing. It's got like garlic, onions, tomatoes in it. It's pretty good. It was pretty good, but I just wasn't in the mood to eat it. I felt really bad because he made a lot. So we went to the fish market, and that's what he ended up making. And or if he doesn't make ceviche, what he usually does is he loves to fry the whole fish. Like, I don't know, they like coat it in something and then they fry literally the whole thing, like eyeballs and all. And like that's like Fozzie's favorite. Whenever he comes to visit my parents, my dad always makes him a fish like that. Oh, it's made with lime. My bad, not lemon. I keep thinking lemon because it's called limon in Spanish, but it's like lemon and limon is limon. Like lemon is limon, lime also limon. But yes, yeah, the lemon basically pickles the thing, but damn, it's good for a hot day. Yeah, yeah, it is good. I ate a little bit. I tried some of it. Lima, like Peru. Okay, so I like how everyone's making cabbage jokes, like Avatar cabbage jokes, as soon as I post that he posted those pictures in the fucking Discord. But anyways, um, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the video of the where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, the video of all the manatees. Okay. Hold up. I have to show you guys in here. Here, I have to show you in here. Hold on, make sure you can see it. No BS. Okay. So this is the manatees that we saw close to where we went fishing. And I'm sorry, you can hear people in the background talking. So I apologize for that. You can kind of hear my dad talking in the background too. Yeah, you could hear him. He was very determined to catch more fish. So you can hear him. He's like, let's go fish another hour. Then we go home. Because he was like very sad. We didn't catch a shit. But yeah. Look at them little potatoes. Little sea cows. There were so many of them that day.
Let's go fishing another hour.
There's one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. There was like 8 of them all in one area. It was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. So then there's that. And then yeah. So that was like my whole chaotic first weekend in Florida. Now I'm just going on a tangent and talking about random shit. But yeah, the week goes by, you know, Christmas comes, and Christmas Eve we had a fangirl bought like a whole giant Puerto Rican dinner from this like famous restaurant that is in the area, and she bought lechon. Or no, not lechon, pernil. That's what she bought. She bought pernil, and then she also bought like arroz con candules, and what else did she buy? Plantains, and I think that's all you bought. But it was a lot of food. It was a lot. So we just ate that as my mom was making tamales, because I was waiting all day to make tamales, but I guess my mom did last minute shopping for some fucking reason. And so this is a Puerto Rican dish called pernil. It's so good. It is so good. I wish I could find like a good picture of it. So here, let me show you guys. Pernil. It's just like roast pork shoulder. It's like so fucking delicious. Look at that. Look at that. The skin is like good. Like it's so fucking good. But she bought like a whole fucking thing of it. So we had pork for days. We had so much pork. And she also bought like the rice with peas. I think it's called black-eyed peas. So arroz con gandules. Gandules, my dad. I could always think it's with a C, but it's with a G for some reason. Isn't pernil? No, it's a shoulder. It's a shoulder. She bought. Yeah, she doesn't throw. If y'all caught any lionfish, do not throw back. Lionfish are aggressive, invasive species. And the FWC has asked fishermen and scuba divers if they seen a lionfish to kill. Oh, I didn't know that. You could be arrested for touch. Yeah, I never touched the sea cows, trust me. But I like looking at them. Yeah, I mean, most of them have scars on their back because of boats, so that's very common. Yeah, I know, Shadowbug. It's crazy how that happens. But yeah, we had arroz con gandules. You see it here. It was so fucking good. I loved it. It was delicious. And then we also had like fried plantains, but they were like the ones that were plátanos maduros fritos. These ones? It was these ones. Fried sweet plantains. They were so good. These are my favorite. My mom used to make these for breakfast every once in a while. There's also like ones that the ones that are not sweet plantains, like fully ripe plantains, they're like green plantains. You can make that into something else like this. Like plantain chips. Those are also good, but they're like totally different. You put like lime on them. That shit looks dry as fuck. But anyways, yes. But yes, plantains are very popular in very many Latin countries. This is what it looks like when they're completely ripe. They're like almost black, or they're mostly black. Like that's how you know they're like super ripe. And they come out like so good like this. They're like soft and like rich. They're so good. Yeah, they're so fucking good. Yes, tostones. Tostones is like the ones that you make out of the green plantains that aren't made all the way. But yeah. So we also had this for Christmas Eve. So thankfully, since she brought all of that stuff, we still had like a shit ton of cheesecake. So we just ate leftover cheesecake once again. And then the next day I made another cheesecake for my cousin came to visit me with his like girlfriend and his kid, and Fozzie's parents flew in that night. So my mom woke up at like 4 in the fucking morning to make tamales, and they were so good. Here, let me show you a picture. So we make them with like chicken wings, which we call alitas, and with pork. And we wrap them in plantain leaves. So this is an example of what my mom's looked like. They were kind of like this. I think tamales colorados. Yeah, I guess that's the closest that they look like. Oh, I know what also she brought. So, yeah, that one looks dry as fuck, but that one don't look right. That don't look that don't look like it's cooked all the way. That's not a good example, but yeah, this is usually what it looks like this. It usually looks definitely not like that. But it looks like this. It's like cooked all the way. It has like red sauce. We call it recaldo. It has olives, peppers, and then like usually chicken or pork. Sometimes they make it with like this like green plant called loroco, I think it's called, and then like with cheese. So yeah, we had so much. We eat that with condensed milk and chocolate. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Interesting. But yeah, so they're different than Mexican ones um in the way that we cook them, and like the way that we wrap them in plantain leaves. But the Mexican ones are also good. They're just different. Like these are like more the Mexican ones like this. Um so like in Guatemala, there's ones that you can make with corn husks, but they call those chuchitos. They don't call them tamales. Tamales are the ones made with plantain leaves, and these ones usually have just cheese in them.
Oh man, I'm wet.
We also have tamales in play. They're called tamales oaxaqueños. Oh, okay. I was like, why is Monster telling me he's wet in my ear? That's so fucking weird. Anyways. Oh shit, it's like 3:00. I have yet to play my game. I've just been yapping this whole time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but anyways, moving on. So yeah, we had tamales. I don't know what the fuck else we had. We had like a bunch of random. We had steak. Oh yeah, we had steak. My dad bought these like huge T-bone steaks from like a local butcher. They were so good. And like picanha. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but that shit is so good. Picanha. Brazilian beef cut rump cap, known for its rich flavor and fat cap. So, yes, it is delicious. I spelled it wrong. It's spelled with an H. But they have this at like Brazilian steakhouses if you ever go. But this is what we had for Christmas and tamales. And it was so fucking good. It was so tender. It like melts in your fucking mouth. It was delicious. So, yeah, they were so good. At this point, yeah, for what you know what? I could probably play it offline. I just don't want to be late for when my friends come over. I want to make sure that I shower. And to shower, I need to make sure that Fozzie helps me get in the tub. Because I can't really lift my legs as high to get in the tub. I feel like I'm gonna fall over. So I need help to get in the tub. Not so much out of the tub. It's like getting in the tub. And then I want to make sure things are, a little bit like cleaner. So I was gonna put some stuff away just in case. But yeah, I mean, I could stream later on this week as well if you guys want me to. I have to make a schedule. I think I'm going to work on that tonight. I was thinking about doing it yesterday, but I wasn't sure how many days I wanted to stream this week because I know I can't stream too much because I need to make sure I get enough rest. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is the part of the cow. So, yeah, it is the rump roast. Sirloin cap. Oh, sirloin cap. That's what it is. But that shit was good. So that's what we had for Christmas. And then, we kind of just hung out. the next day because my dad and Fozzie's dad were hungover as fuck because they stayed up so fucking late, like yapping and drinking. They finished like 3 fucking bottles of fucking whiskey
You know what
together.
it feels like to be circumcised.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Oh, hello, cat. Sorry, there's a cat in the corner of my eye. Yes. Yes. Can I help you? Can I help you, Chungus? Baby. The Chungus is demanding attention. Sorry. Excuse me. You rockin' Vans? Yeah, I wear all black Vans. These are my nice shoes. I wear the same pair of shoes until they fall apart. That's what I do. I'm one of those people because I don't fucking care. I have more boots than I do shoes, like actual shoes. I have like maybe like 2 pairs of heels and then 1 pair of sneakers, which is like Vans, and then like 3 or 4 pairs of boots. Like one's for hiking, one's for snowshoeing. I have boots, like casual boots to wear when it's cold out, and then like an insulated version of casual boots when it's cold out, when it's snowing out. True emo millennial. I know, right? 15 inches. Bitch, I was sitting down. Fuck you, DB. Holy shit. So, anyways, yeah. So we spent the week with Fozzie's parents, like the last, I think Christmas was like on when was Christmas? Oh, it was on a Thursday. So like Friday. So like not that much time. So like Friday we went to the beach, like literally after Christmas. And we went to the same beach that we went to with Fangirl and my other friend. And then I got sick. So I was out in the hospital for like 2-3 days. I went in Friday night because we got home around like maybe around like 5 or 6. And then I took a shower and then I got dressed and I was like, shit, something doesn't feel right. Like we went to the beach. I was like totally fine. I was carrying all kinds of heavy shit. You know, in the water, hanging out with Fozzie, starting work. So catch you. Bye, Toxic. Have a good day at work. And then I was totally fine. So I was at the beach and you know, I went to go to the bathroom after. I think I thought my stomach started to hurt and I thought it was because I held my bladder too long. But I guess it turns out it was because my hemorrhagic cyst was acting up. So what happened was that I went to the bathroom after we packed up and I got in a truck and then we were on the way home. We stopped at the store on the way home and I started getting the worst fucking cramps ever. Like I thought they were worse than like period cramps. And like they just got progressively worse, right? Just like I just did not feel comfortable walking around because of like how painful they were. And then like we got home, I showered, I was completely fine. Not really, I was still in pain, but yeah, like I felt like it was just bad cramps, right? I took Tylenol, I got changed, and then that's when I was like, oh fuck, there's something wrong. And I got up to go to the bathroom because I got super fucking nauseous, like out of nowhere. Like I was laying in bed trying to get comfortable because I was so tired and like in pain that like I thought maybe if I just go to bed, I should be okay, right? because I took Tylenol beforehand. And what happened is that I just got so fucking nauseous. Like, no matter what position I laid in, it was so painful. And so, like, I got up to go to the bathroom because I thought I was gonna throw up. And like, I just felt all the blood rush out from like the top of my body, and like it just like, you know, when you stand up too fast and you feel like your blood rushing down, and then you get slightly dizzy, but it, you know, over time it comes back. Like after a couple seconds it comes back. I got that same feeling, but nothing came back. Like I felt weird. I was like, oh fuck, this doesn't feel right. And then I sat on the ground and, hi Lex, thank you for the 16 months. And just tell everybody how I got broken. Oh shit, it's ad breaks. Hold on. Let me snooze ads so I can keep yapping. Let me keep yapping. So yeah, I went to the bathroom. I looked in the mirror after like I stumbled to the bathroom, and like I was so pale. Like I had no color to me, and I was like, fuck, there's something wrong, like completely wrong. I sat down cuz I was like out of breath, and like I just got like really short of breath, and like felt like weird cuz I felt like like I didn't have enough blood or something like that. Like, you know, like my blood rush pale, more pale than your model. Probably, yeah, definitely more pale than my model. It was weird. And then like I just never felt like the blood was rushing back at all. And so I sat there for 10 minutes trying to get enough strength to get back up so I can go get Fozzie, cuz I'm like, fuck, I know that Fozzie will understand if I tell him something is wrong. Like I don't feel right. Like, cause Fozzie has been with me to the ER before, and like I never go to the ER, but the like 2 times I've been to the ER, like it's like, fuck, there's something wrong, Fozzie. I don't know what's wrong with me, but take me now. So he usually takes me to the ER. So like I couldn't find him. I like stumbled holding onto the both walls of like the hallway, and you know, I'm like holding on really hard to the walls in the hallway, and like I see Fozzie's parents. They were like the first people I see, and I'm like, you know, I was still out of breath, and I'm like, can you get Fozzie? Something doesn't feel right. Like that's all I said. And then they were yelling for him. And then like he was eating his like giant fried fish that my dad made for him, because I feel like they made him a giant fried fish every time he comes to visit. That's his favorite. And he came with his like stinky fish hands, and he just like he's like, what's wrong? And then he like turned and looked at me and was like, oh fuck. And he's like, we're going to the ER, go get dressed. And then we went to the ER. I sat in the lobby for like 2 fucking hours in pain. I was just like crying the whole time. And like I had like this weird stabbing pain in my ribs on my right side specifically. It felt like cramping but also stabbing, and then in the same thing in my right shoulder. And it turns out it's because, so the cyst I had its own blood supply. That's why it's called a hemorrhagic cyst. And so I guess it just decided to burst for some reason on that same day on Friday. And then all the blood that was being pumped into the cyst started spilling out into my abdomen and like to the rest of my body. And so what happens is that all that blood that pools, so it like pooled, I guess, as I was laying down, and it irritates the bottom of your diaphragm, and it causes it to like kind of spaz out. And there's like apparently a nerve that connects from the diaphragm directly to the shoulder. So what happened is that the blood was irritating my diaphragm and like causing that nerve to like swell up and like, I don't know, like react to where it felt like I was being stabbed, like literally stabbed with a knife into my shoulder. And yeah, so Fozzie waited with me the whole time, and we got a room, and then like a couple hours go by, like 2-3 hours, and like he tells my mom what happened because she was worried. Like he had my phone, and she was texting, she was texting my phone, and Fozzie was giving her updates. So she got in the car, like she made my dad drive her all the way over to the hospital. And yeah, so she was there. She made my dad drop her off, and she was there with him, with Fozzie the whole time. And then like I was there almost all night. Like I got um what the hell did I get? Sorry. I can't like think right now. I'm like my brain just blanked out. I wanted to say sonogram, but it's not a sonogram. It's like the pictures they take. So it's like the same thing that they use like when you're pregnant to take pictures of the baby, but they were taking pictures of my abdomen. No, it was so I did take a CT scan. I didn't take an MRI, but it was the other one. I can't remember the fucking name of it. But they took pictures of my abdomen with it. Ultrasound. Thank you, cute dog. Thank you. Um, they took an ultrasound to start off with, but the lady couldn't see anything for some reason. So I think it was the blood that was pooling in my abdomen that caused her not to be able to see anything. And so they had to go, this is like the most uncomfortable thing ever. They take like a wand and they put it, like they squeeze like a shit ton of lube on it, and they just like stick it in you, to take pictures of your uterus, and to take pictures of your uterus and your ovaries, because that's where we thought that I was having issues. So they were taking pictures of that, and like it felt like I had needles literally stabbing me from the inside, like wherever they put the little wand thing. It was so painful. It was so bad. And then so like the lady was like, "Oh, yeah, you're not crazy for coming to the ER. You did a good job coming." Like she was trying to make me feel better cuz I was in like so much pain, and she was like, "You're not crazy for coming to the ER. I see something. There's something there. I can't tell you what it is cuz I'm not allowed to, but there's something there, and it just doesn't look right. So you coming to the ER was like a good idea." Well, this is her. Oh, hey, Teddy. I was telling the story of like how I got admitted to the hospital. So I'm sorry. They used a laparoscope. Laparoscope. Is that what it's called? It's like, it looked like an ultrasound wand, and they like literally stick it in you. It hurts so bad. It is not pleasant. Like no amount of fucking lube will make that feel like any better. It was fucking terrible. So yes, I feel way better. I'm talking, I'm not out of breath. I can walk. I can do like light cleaning, like wiping stuff down and stuff. I'm not allowed to lift anything heavy. Like I lifted a gallon of water today. I was so proud of myself. Like I went to the store this weekend with Fozzie, of course, supervised, because just in case I get dizzy and fall over. So yeah, I'm doing way better. But yeah, did you get? Yeah, we did. We went to Costco and got beef. I went with Fozzie to Costco and we got beef. So yes, he bought a bunch of steak, and we bought some chicken too. so that I can eat, um, you know, a bunch of vitamins and iron to make sure that my blood supply replaces itself, you know? So, so yeah, we did all of that, and then, you know, like the lady was comforting me and like telling me like, you know, I'm glad you came in because there's something wrong. I can't tell you what it is. And then I'm like freaking out because I'm like, fuck. But I'm glad it's reassuring to know that I wasn't like, you know, thinking things up in my head, like overreacting, you know. It was me actually being able to read my body correctly. So, liver is high on iron and sadness. I know it liver would be so good for me to eat right now, but I do not like the way it tastes. It tastes so bad. It tastes so bad. It tastes like literal metal, like I'm eating metal. It just doesn't taste right. I don't know how to make it taste good. You know what I mean? So, yes. I can't not retch when I taste it. Exactly. Yeah. The secret to eating liver is mustard. Really? I didn't know that. Maybe you guys can send me recipes on Discord so I could try them. But yeah, so at the hospital we did the ultrasound, and then they did the CT scan like an hour later. I was there literally all night. And then I kept getting really bad pain on and off, so they would keep giving me morphine, but the morphine didn't do shit. It just made me feel like it tasted gross because they gave me an IV. They did it through IV, and I guess if you give the morphine too fast, it like has a taste to it. So it tasted fucking disgusting, and like I hate the way it made me feel. I felt gross and like fuzzy and just like warm, and like I just wanted to vomit, and like it had like a really gross bitter taste to it. I hate morphine. It does not taste good. So that would last for like 30 minutes, and then they had to give me something stronger. They gave me Dilaudid. Maybe try foie gras. It tastes good, and the consistency is not like regular liver, more like a terrine. Oh, thank you for the suggestion. It sounds expensive, but maybe we can find a place that has it. I don't know. Mustard makes it acceptable. I love the taste. Again, my go-to is grilled medium rare with just salt. I do that with regular steak. I love medium rare. But I don't know. I haven't been able to eat liver. It just doesn't taste right. Yes, it's duck liver. Yeah. Foie gras is also legal in some states because for animal. That's kind of mean. I mean, I can eat. I don't have a restricted diet. I can eat whatever I want, but they just prefer that I eat things that are really rich in iron, and like B12, and also in folic acid, because those were the things I was missing, I guess. So yeah, it was a crazy night. I got admitted to the ICU around 5 a.m. that the next morning. So like, cause we were at the hospital all night. My mom ended up going home to sleep. So then Fozzie stayed the night with me in the hospital. And he's like, well, you know, he told my mom to go home and then to come back in the morning after she feels rested so they can swap out, so he can go home and take a nap and shower. So, so yeah, Fozzie stayed with me the whole time, thankfully. He didn't want me to be alone, I guess, at all. Like, I told him to go home when I felt stable. They gave me like Dilaudid, and I slept so hard. Like I kept getting woken up because I kept having to do like hourly blood draws, hourly vital signs, you know, all kinds of stuff and testing. And then like um you know, I had all these doctors coming in to talk to me about what was happening. And so I barely slept at all that first night, and like I was just so exhausted and like in pain and just like uncomfortable, you know. But that's just how the hospital is, unfortunately. So I just told Fozzie like go home, like go back home and like go get breakfast, like eat a proper meal. You're probably starving because you didn't eat anything, and then like, you know, get a nap, make sure you're well rested, and then you can come back when you feel better, you know. Come back whenever you feel rested. But he wouldn't let me live, like let me live. He wouldn't leave me alone. He wouldn't let me be by myself. So he stayed there until finish your cold fish eyes. Yeah, exactly. Beans on toast. Oh god, blood sausage. That doesn't sound good. Sorry, no caviar, foie gras with gold leaf and washing it down with some Dom Perignon. Oh my gosh. Foie gras translates literally to fat liver, usually from ducks that have been fattened in order to make the liver swell and then harvested. Oh, fattened by force feeding. Oh, that is kind of messed up, to be honest. Like, they don't enjoy it. It sounds like they're just like being fattened until they die. Like, that's kind of sad. That is really sad. Maybe I wouldn't eat foie gras then. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like I spent, let's see, all of Friday night in the hospital until like Sunday, like 4 p.m. ish. They wouldn't let me leave until Fozzie came back, because Fozzie went home for the day on Sunday morning. Because at this point, him and my parents have like a schedule where they swap out because he won't let me be by myself. So he wanted somebody to be there with me if he left. So my mom and my dad would come. This time my whole family came, and then like they would stay a couple hours, and then Fozzie would go home, take a nap and shower, and then he'd come back. So Fozzie was, you know, at home resting, and you know, with his parents, because his parents were here the whole time, and I felt really bad because like they didn't go do anything while I was in the hospital the whole time. I felt so bad, because they were there on vacation. So like I felt bad that they were like all worried about me and like not doing anything at all. I wanted them to be able to at least enjoy themselves while they were there. Like, you know, like it's okay. I felt like it was fine for them to go do stuff without me. Like I wouldn't have gotten mad at all because they were on vacation. Just like, you know, come check on me every once in a while. That'd be great. That's pretty much it. So I felt really, really bad. So yeah, Sunday morning, they told me you can leave the hospital, but because I guess my gynecologist that was there, that was assigned to me, and then the regular doctor told me that my hemoglobin and like red like blood cell count or CBC or whatever the hell, everything was coming back towards a positive direction, whereas like before, the whole time I was there, like the blood counts were getting lower and lower. So meaning that my that the hemorrhagic cyst that I had would not stop bleeding until around Sunday morning, really early Sunday morning, like 3, 4 in the morning. is when I think it finally decided to clot on its own. So I didn't have to get surgery. I didn't have to get a blood transfusion or anything. Thankfully, I got, I got the easy way out. I just got lots of pain meds, so and sleep. And then, yeah, so they told me that now that my blood count is starting to go up by itself, and I didn't need to get surgery or get transfusion, then I could finally leave the hospital that afternoon on Sunday. So they told me I was not allowed to leave until Fozzie came back and they showed him how to give me a B12 shot. So I get a weekly B12 shot in my abdomen now. So what happens is that, excuse me, is that like they squeeze the fat on my abdomen. Yeah, like abdomen area, like belly, like under your belly button, like on the side. So they like squeeze the fat and they just give you the B12 shot there. Lipo. What do you mean semi-lipo? It just clotted without being removed. Doesn't that mean it's still kind of there waiting to wreak havoc? Well, because it burst and because of the blood supply like leaked, it kind of like burst completely, causing like the blood vessel to rupture, and that's what caused the bleeding. So what happened is that it technically died off. And so like the cyst itself is like just it like it died off, and like the blood, I guess the blood supply that was like pumping into it didn't die off completely. It like kept going, and so like eventually it just clotted on its own. I don't know how to really explain it better than that. And so like I've never gotten a belly shot before. I've just gotten a lot of shots. Yeah, usually people who have diabetes, like the type 1 diabetes, get their insulin shots there as well. So it's not unheard of. Like in some other medications are given that way as well, but it's usually for like people who get like injectable medications long term. They usually get it there in their abdomen. But so they let me leave the hospital. Fozzie came back after like leaving for 2 hours. I was there with my mom. My poor dad, somebody crashed into his car. Like, not really crashed, like they hit him because my dad left to go get food. They hit him, and then they tried to blame him for backing into them. And I think they were trying to do like some kind of insurance scam on my dad. And like they, because my dad has a really nice truck. And it's like a newer truck. So like it has, like safety sensors, and it has a backup camera. So like he would know if he hit another car, right? So he backed up and he saw the car coming and he stopped, and then I guess the guy in the car just like kept going towards my dad and like hit him a little bit. And then he tried to blame it on my dad and be like, look at all the damage you got. I actually don't think he hit my dad, actually, to be honest, because of the pictures that my dad showed me of the damage on the guy's car. And like my dad had no damage at all whatsoever on his car, on his tow hitch, anything. So I feel like the guy just pretended to hit him and then tried to do an insurance scam on him. So this is all happening while I'm still in the hospital, by the way. The same day, like, so that happened to my dad. So he got stuck dealing with that. So then I had to call Fozzie and be like, Fozzie, please come get me. The nurses won't let me leave until like they see you do the B12 shot in my abdomen, you know? So then, because I think it's because they found out he's a nursing student, like the doctors and the nurses, they found out he's a nursing student and were like, oh, perfect. So they automatically liked him and like wanted to make sure that he was like given caregiver status, I guess. I don't know why. They wanted him to do everything, like all the aftercare, I guess. So, yeah, so Fozzie raced over, gave me my B12 shot, and then like finally I was left alone. I was able to go to the freaking bathroom on my own, and you know, they dressed me up in like my normal clothes that I came in, and they finally let me leave the hospital. Um and I came home with like a fucking literally a grocery bag full of fucking meds. Um and yeah, and I was like, thank God I'm finally free. I'm free. And then the thing is though, I had to get wheelchaired out into the car, and because I had a hard time walking on my own. I couldn't walk long distances. I could walk only a couple of feet and then I would get really out of breath, and you know, I would lose like lightheaded and lose my balance, and they were afraid I was going to fall again. So they put me in a wheelchair and, you know, stuck me in the car. And then whenever I had to go to the bathroom, like when I got home, the Fozzie helped me in and out of the car. And like whenever I had to go to the bathroom, I had to tell him, like, take me to the couch. I want to go sit on the couch to hang out with everybody. You know, take me to the living room. I want to hang out with everybody, you know. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Fozzie, can you help me up? So he would help me up. And then he had to hold me while I walked. And I was like really out of breath. I would get out of breath after a few steps. And he'd like take me to the bathroom. And then like I couldn't go to the bathroom by myself. He had to help me like literally sit down. And then he had to help me when I got up. You know, he had to help me get dressed. Like the next morning, like actually that same day, he helped me shower. Like I couldn't shower on my own. Like I couldn't get in and out of the tub. I had like no strength at all. And then like, so he helped me shower. He helped me get dressed. He helped me like move around, and then he bought me like a shit ton of hydration drinks. And like my mom was like, because the nurse was telling her in the hospital when she came to visit, like how I needed iron rich foods and stuff like that, she like made so much food, like a lot of food that had like meat and like, you know, like vegetables, and like she made like beets, like pickled beets, because the nurse told her that was really good for what I needed. And like she made so much food, and like she didn't make food for everybody else to eat. Like she did make everyone food, but she based it on the diet that I had. Yeah. So everyone had to eat the food based on my diet. I felt so bad. And like she fucking stuffed me with food. I could not eat though, because my stomach was very distended, or my abdomen was distended from all the blood that leaked out. So when you have internal bleeds, basically all of the blood stays there because it's got nowhere to go, obviously. So it takes time for your body to absorb that. Until then, it's just kind of just sitting there, right? And so like I was like so bloated, like my stomach was so distended, like nothing fit. I had to wear pajamas the whole time because I could not wear my regular clothes because they wouldn't fit. I had to wear everything that was stretchy because of how like swollen my belly was from all the blood, and like I guess from all the blood and all like, you know, of it being sore and everything like that. So yeah. Same for when you've had a serious leg or foot injury to where you can't walk and needed a thrombosis shot, usually in your belly. Yeah, exactly. It just clotted without being, oh yeah. I've just never gotten a belly shot before. I've gotten a lot of shots. So it threw me off. Yeah, so it just depends on the type of shot you get. Happy New Year or some shit, eh? Yeah, I know. Because you need to fucking eat. Yeah, I know. Fangirl would have loved all the meat. I know. She loves my mom's cooking. I think if she goes back to Florida, to like the part of Florida that my parents live in, that she would probably call them and be like, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" and like bring them like, you know, a bottle of wine, like a gift or something, and be like, "Oh, do you guys want to do dinner or something?" If my mom invited her to dinner, she would show up. That's for sure. I will say that. She loves my mom's cooking. Like my mom cooks really good. I wish I had I wish I liked to cook like my mom does, but I don't. So I bake instead. So when I get home, wasn't able to bake her chocolate chip cookies that she wanted me to make. We bought all the ingredients, but I got sick, so I couldn't make any of it. I felt really bad. Um, but yeah, it was it sucked. So like that Sunday night turned into Monday, and then Monday fangirl texted me and she's like, "Well, I'm going to Disney Springs." And I was like, "Well, I can't walk anywhere. Like I'm not allowed to walk around on my own, you know, cuz like I lost a lot of blood and I don't have the stamina to walk too much." So then she's like, "Well, they have wheelchairs." And then I was like, "Well, it'll be fine if like somebody could wheel me in a wheelchair because I don't even have the strength to wheel myself around, right?" And so Fozzie was really against this, but because I was so bored at home, because I felt so like I'm so used to doing so many things for myself and on my own that now I can't. I have to have him help me with everything. That I was like, "Please, Fozzie, please take me out. I want to be in the sun. I haven't seen the sun for a couple of days. I've been in the fucking hospital this whole time. Like, I want to go out and touch grass." And against his wishes, we went to Disney. And he got me this frozen hot chocolate that tasted good until I got to the marshmallow. And these sprinkles apparently were all like mint chocolate. They were mint chocolate. Yes, that is my knee, my skinned knee. It looks weird like that. Like this is all discolored for some reason. But look how yellow my skin looks. I'm so pale because I had no blood. I never realized how pale. Like I'm usually tan. I have like a light tan to me. This is like so pale. Yeah. Fozzie said it just was like he called it a chocolate milkshake. That's what he called it. Yeah, so cold chocolate. Yes, pretty much. They called it a frozen hot chocolate. I wanted actual hot chocolate because I was fucking cold. I was the only asshole in all of Florida that was cold. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, right? And I'm like being wheeled around in the wheelchair, and there was like a wind that kept blowing, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it feels so good outside." But being that I lost so much blood, I'm like, I'm fucking freezing. I'm so cold right now. Yeah, you didn't have blood flow. Exactly. I was like, I'm so fucking cold right now. So I saw this place that we were next to, and it was called if I don't remember what it's called. It was like a chocolate place. And then I was like, Fozzie, give me hot chocolate, please. They have hot chocolate here. And he's like, hot chocolate? It's like 80 degrees out. And I'm like, I'm fucking freezing. Give me hot chocolate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I couldn't move around much either. Like I can move, but I can't move too much, you know? I could move my arms around. And then this is like literally fresh out of the hospital. So I had like all these like stick wounds on me, like from my IV. Like in my vein on my left side, I had like the IV stick in there, like a scab from that. I had like scabs on my hand because they had to draw blood so much. And how are your energy? Pretty good actually. I'm not I was really tired when I started the stream. I feel okay right now. But I'm going to be tired when I get off. I'm not going to lie. Like I'm having a little bit of like achiness, but not like anything crazy. Like it's tolerable type of achiness and it goes away. As far as like energy wise, like I stay up for like maybe 6 hours and then I take a nap usually. But I have friends coming over that I haven't seen since I've gotten back. Cause well, my one friend came over yesterday, but he came without his fiance, and she was very sad that because I'm also friends with his fiance, like really good friends with her, and she was sad that she didn't get to see me since I've been back because of how sick I've been. So she wanted to come see me today. So we made a plan yesterday for them to come for dinner. So I'm not going to be able to take a nap until after they leave. I mean, if I do get tired while they're here, Fozzie will be here for them to hang out with. But I mean, they won't get mad if I'm like, dude, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go take a nap. They're probably just be like, oh, okay. Well, I'm still glad we got to see you. Who's cooking? Nobody's cooking. Fozzie has been trying. He's been tasked with doing all the cooking. But Fozzie threw out his back. So, keep Fozzie in your thoughts. Poor Fozzie. He threw out his fucking back yesterday. So he's been literally taking care of me, like physically taking care of me. Like giving me my shots, giving me my meds, like taking care of my medication schedule, like helping me, like when I couldn't walk, helping me just like, shower and like get changed and stuff like that. Like I felt so bad at the airport. We had like 5 pieces of fucking luggage because we got so many gifts from like my sister, my mom, like my parents. Fangirl gave me a couple of things. My best friend gave me a couple of things. We had so many things, and then I just I had a lot of stuff, so Fozzie had to go buy more luggage, and then he ended up feeling like all 3 because he bought a 3-piece because he thought it was like a good value, right? He ended up filling all 3, and then I had my carry-on luggage, and then an actual backpack with like all my electronics. So we had so many pieces of luggage at the airport, and then I couldn't walk then, right? Because this was like Tuesday. I got out of the hospital Sunday evening, right? He had to carry 5 pieces of luggage and push me in the wheelchair at the same fucking time. Like, thankfully they're all like wheeled luggage. So like he gave me a piece of luggage that wasn't super heavy that has wheels on it. And he's like, just hold on to this so that it doesn't like, move away. Cause I can only hold on to these 3 other pieces of luggage. Like he stacked 2 pieces of luggage and then he connected those like 2 luggages together and then he fucking pushed me in the wheelchair and I held on to another piece of luggage. So he had to do all of that. And like I had to call the airport the day before and be like, hey, I just got out of the hospital. I'm having mobility issues. Can you please book me wheelchair assistance? Nobody came out to the curbside to help us. even though I told him to tell the sky cap and everything that we need wheelchair assistance. Because Fozzie's like, I'm not fucking paying somebody to push you around. I could do that shit myself. So he fucking pushed me around with all the suitcases. We checked in all the luggage. Like my sister dropped us off in the morning. He made me go sit. Like he helped me. He got all the luggage out of the car. Then he helped me out of the car, made me like go sit on a bench so that, I don't fall over or anything. Like he walked me over to the bench that was close to where we stopped. And then he went to go. Then he put all the luggage next to me. And then he went to go check in the luggage that he could bring with him to check it in at the sky cap. And then went to go get the wheelchair, put me in the wheelchair, and then got the rest of the luggage. And then we went to go check in for our flights. And then, oh, mind you, this man had to rebook his flight so that, because we were on 2 different flights because my parents bought my ticket, right? And so we decided he booked the same day to go back. It was the same airline, but it was like an hour after I left, he would have left on his flight. So he had to call the airline, and I don't know how much he paid to rebook his flight for the same flight that I was on, so that to make sure that he could wheel me around and help me out in the airport. Because if not, I would have had to pay some random person to help me out at the airport. So he's like, no, I don't fucking trust people. So he rebooked his flight to fly out the same time as me to do all of that. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, this is basically what we did. I had this like milkshake, and then like we met up with Fangirl as well. And I brought Fozzie, and my Fozzie was wheeling me around, and my sister was there too. And we kind of stayed there for like maybe 2 hours. We were just like wheeling around. It was an actual Disney. It was like the downtown Disney. I think it's called Disney Springs now. Area. There was too many people though. But I was happy that they took me and like actually went with me, and like Fozzie was nice enough to wheel me around. But yeah, and then like I finally was back to normal food. This is my hospital food. It was like pathetic. This had no flavor. It was dry as fuck. This was actually not bad, the mashed potatoes. This was just broccoli with like a shit ton of pepper and shit. And then like my nurse on Sunday, this is Sunday afternoon, like right before I got out of the hospital, she felt so bad with all the hospital food that I had and like that Fozzie wasn't eating, that she brought us soda and like these like fudge rounds and oatmeal cream pies. She was so nice. This is the same breakfast I had that morning. I had these nasty ass from concentrate orange juice, this sad pathetic omelet that just had like cheese and pico de gallo in it, this like overcooked bacon, and then this dry ass toast that I made Fozzie put butter and a jam on because it was so fucking dry. The tea was the only good thing about this, the only redeeming quality. So yeah. This is me at the hospital. I forgot what day this was. But as you see, literally there's a toilet inside of my hospital room. Like where this bar is where the toilet is. Like there's no fucking bathroom. Because I couldn't even walk. I couldn't walk by myself to the toilet. And then like I couldn't lay down flat. This is literally as flat as I could lay down, because if I laid down flatter, the blood from my abdomen would push onto my diaphragm and I would be in a lot of pain. So, because it was so bad. It was so bad. I didn't have dietary restrictions. They just preferred that I ate stuff that was rich in iron. So they tried to put me in general med surge or general population at the hospital. So I was supposed to have a roommate, but I guess the gynecologist called the ER and yelled at the ER or something and was like, "No, this patient needs to be taken into critical care." So they put me in the ICU by myself. Like I had my own room. And I guess now that I think about it, like yes, having an internal bleed that would not stop bleeding on its own for like 2.5 days is definitely critical enough to to where they put me. This room was literally right in front of the nurse's station, so like if I pushed the button for my nurse, they answered like in 2 seconds. They were like, "Yes, can I help you?" So they put me in my own private room, my own ICU room, and like right in front of the nurse's station because I guess I was a critical patient because of all the blood loss I had. So yeah, and this is like as flat as I could be, and also these beds are so uncomfortable. You just like sink into them. It sucked. Yes, I do have to go soon. Finally, you could see my my phone and my knuckles. This is it's just a picture as we were leaving Florida in the morning. I just thought the sun looked really pretty. This is the flight that we were on. But yeah, I felt so bad for the airline people because like so Fozzie wheelchaired my ass up to the gate, and then I got to the gate to the desk and I was like, "Hey, I booked wheelchair assistance yesterday. I need somebody to help me into my plane seat and like off the plane as well." Cuz I was like, poor Fozzie needs a break. So Fozzie has the luggage and all this other shit to deal with. Like somebody needs to help me in and out of my seat. So like, they wheelchaired me first onto the plane. I sat in like the second row of the plane. That was like the second time I've ever been that far up in a plane. No, third time. Because one time I flew first class with my mom, and the second time I got upgraded because I gave my seat to like some lady so she could sit by her kid, I guess. And they felt like really bad or something. I don't know. They liked that and they upgraded my seat to first class. So yeah, I don't know. And then yeah, so this is like the third time I've ever been that far up in a plane. So I took a picture. But yeah, they wheelchaired me up all the way to the entrance of the airplane, and then the like lady that was not much taller than me helped me get out of my chair, and I had to hold on to her while I walked because my legs felt like really heavy at this point, like so heavy because I guess they didn't have a lot of blood flow. It just felt like weights, and like I just took like what I thought were big steps, but I was literally just shuffling to my seat. And then they helped me put me in my seat. And then like when I had to get off the airplane, I had to wait till all the normal passengers got off. And then all the other people with wheelchair assistants and me were like the last ones to get off. And then they like yelled at the old people that were behind me to like wait to get off the plane because I needed to be assisted from my seat. I felt so bad. I felt like an asshole. But they like yelled at them. They're like, "No, she can't get out of her seat. You guys need to wait." And so like they picked me up out of my Fozzie picked me up out of my seat, and then somebody came over and brought the wheelchair, and I had to like hold on to the seat and like the wall and shit, and like it felt like a fucking like physical trial. I'm like fucking panting and like holding on to random shit, like shuffling my feet to try to get to my fucking wheelchair, and it felt like a whole fucking mile. And like I finally got there. I was so fucking out of breath. And like the the stewardess, she like could tell I was like struggling, and she was like telling me encouraging things. She's like, "You got this, girl. You're almost there. You're almost there." It's like a race, like an athletic race or some shit. It was pretty funny. So yeah, that was my whole experience going to Florida. I can't believe I yapped for 2.5 hours and we didn't play this fucking game. I'm so sorry. I promise I will try to play it tomorrow. Wednesday I will not be online. I have a doctor's appointment. I have to go get another CT scan. So I will not be online. Thursday I will be back. Friday I probably won't be on. And then I might be on Saturday or Sunday. So yeah. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I have to go. I have to go get ready for my friends that are coming over. Fozzie and I are gonna go pick up food for us to eat. And yeah. Glad you're doing better now. Thank you, Cutting Fox. I appreciate it. Tamales con hoja de plátano. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Yukari. Take it easy. Make sure you're well rested. Yes, of course. I will. I will. Okay, so shoot, where's my YouTube streaming thing? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Things are kind of out of whack right now. Okay, so this is where we say goodbye to the red platform. Thank you guys on the red platform for joining me. I really appreciate it. Here, let me move to the middle. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me and yapping. I know we expected to play games, but I yapped the whole time because I was like, well, I didn't tell you guys about my experience yet in Florida. I thought you guys wanted to hear about my vacation. So, bye, red platform. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.